Hold it steady. I am holding it steady. It's wobbling. Yeah, because it's wobbling. I've got Parkinson's disease, you twit. That's the whole point of the episode. And welcome to Witchwood TV and part 12 of Galen's got Parkinson's. You got the 50 and you're fat. Man's lament. You're still wobbling. I can't help it. Oh. Well, this is back to sort of the old format, really, isn't it, in a way? I'm just going to adjust myself here. Pardon the expression. Get in the middle of the shot. It's all about me. I want to think about the future now. Not the sort of future. And I don't want to like space aliens and stuff. I don't know. And I don't want to think about my future per se. I want to think about the future of the channel and what we're going to be about. And I've decided the next series, maybe 10, and have a rethink, is going to be done in groups of individual short 10 programs, 10-minute slots-ish. And each one will be in isolation, so we won't need to say which episode it is, because the next one will be episode 13, and if it went on for 10 years, then it'd be episode 1,000,000, and that'd be ridiculous. So I've sort of understood a bit more right at the beginning. I said people don't do them in chronological order. Well, I know now why, because it's ridiculous. Something else I said right at the beginning about subscribing, I really do want you to subscribe. I would like to know that I've had people that I'm helping, people that are having a laugh. I do a lot of music, and it's been a bit like doing a gig and nobody clapped. It's happened. I've done gigs like that, but they're not nice. So think of yourself as applauding, and each one of you is one clap. So the more people that subscribe, the more applause I'll get, and that would just make me feel better. And I'm trying to make you feel better, so it'd be nice. Any positive, constructive comments would be nice, especially about Parkinson's, trying to do the hobby. I can only tell you what I've done. I'm not an expert. What I am an expert at is being me. And so that's all I can be. I've wargamed, and since I was 15, 14, started in 1972. So yeah, I'll be 15. So I've done that for a long time. I've been a musician since 1975, on and off, doing different things, and more professional since perhaps 2004. So I've done that for quite a while, to better or worse results. And I'm still trying to do those things even with Parkinson's. So I feel I can talk about that. I like painting. I used to run an art studio and I used to sell paintings professionally. So I feel I can talk a little bit about that. And I have Parkinson's. So I feel I can talk a little bit about that, and share my experiences. And maybe they're like yours. Or maybe I can say something that you don't know about. You might want to ask me a question that's troubling you. See if it troubled me. Might not do. I don't know. I'm not an expert. Don't ask me about anything technical, as you can clearly see. That ain't going to be any good. But wargaming, favourite music, that sort of stuff. I was thinking the other day, songs that you can't be miserable to. I thought, oh, I know one. And I put a song on, I feel a bit fed up. And I put on Travelling Wilburys, End of the Line. You cannot be depressed listening to that, baby. That's a song and a half. So I'm happy to talk about things like that. That'd be good. Favourite bands are Bebop Deluxe and the Strobes, for those of you who give a monkeys. My probably favourite comedians are Billy Connolly and Peter Kay, I would say. Favourite novel, Little Women. I know that's weird, but I just love it. I love it. And I like the film, the Susan Sarandon film. Some of these others I'm not so keen on. Military history I'm very keen on, generally, but sort of earlier the better. I like Dark Ages. I like fantasy novels, like Lord of the Rings, obviously. But I like other stuff. Alan Garner. I like the Prydain Chronicles. I like things like William Morris, Well at the World's End. So, to be honest, if it's got a map, I'm more than happy. I love a good map. So yeah, all in all, that's me, and I want to try and explain how I get by with my Parkinson's. Not trying to be an example to anybody. I'm not an example to anybody. Goodness me, if you're taking me as an example, you are right up the creek. You're worse off than I thought. So yeah, I've share occasional witty things that happen to me. I went to just as an example, I went to see a dietitian, and this was a while ago, and because diet is important when you've got Parkinson's. Diet's all important all the time, isn't it? But I don't think a diet is like losing weight diet. I think it's just what you eat. If you are what you eat, then today I would be a bacon sandwich, because that's all that. Yeah, so I was overweight. I think I mentioned earlier before I started going to the gym, I was well over 15 stone. I'm 12 stone and a bit now. Well, I'm not crowing. I just am. But anyway, so this nutritionist lady came out. She was a big girl. Now, I'm just neither here nor there, but she were a big girl. And she said to me, "You're going to have to lose weight. You're morbidly obese." I said, "Well, I don't feel morbid about it. I know I'm obese, but I'm quite happy." She said, "Oh, it's no laughing matter, this." She said, "I've done your cholesterol levels. Your blood is more chip fat than blood." I said, "Oh, well, okay." She said, "It's one of the highest levels I've ever tested." I said, "Oh, do I get a certificate?" She said, "It's no laughing matter. Listen to what I'm going to say." So, okay, I got all serious then. And because she was like looming over me at this point, I went to my normal sort of animalistic pose of abject terror. And she said, "Tell me your favourite food, and I will give you a nutritional, healthy alternative." Oh, that's good. Right, okay. So what's your favourite snack? Vanilla slice, I said, without hesitation. And without hesitation, she said back, "Fresh carrot sticks." Now, in what world is a vanilla slice? Picture it. Picture it there. Proper vanilla slice. Big thick layer of, we call it, it's not custard, is it? What is it? I don't even know what it is. That yellow stuff that's a bit, all that pastry, and then the icing on top. About 5 millimeters, about 5 centimeters, 5 millimeters of icing on top. Just, your mouth's watering, I can see it. And now, a raw carrot. See what I'm saying? So I'll share things like that with you. If I can make you smile, lovely. If you could subscribe, lovely. I'm going to be here and around for a while. I ain't going to be a quitter. I'm going to stick at this because I believe in it, and I believe someone like us needs to be able to speak about things that bother people like us. God bless. See you later.